right, today's workout is going to be from our friends over at Crash CrossFit. They do a competition called the Crucible, and these workouts, or this workout that we're going to do, is a version of theirs. The format's exactly how they wrote it. However, I did take the weights down just a little bit. The weights in the workout today for us will be overhead squats at 155 for the men, 105 for the women, all right? And if you're curious as to what the weight is for the Crash Crucible, go ahead and look it up, and no, you can't do it in class, all right? Do this, and then if you can prove to me that you can do these mostly unbroken, then we can talk about it when I get back from my trip. All right, so our workout today starts off with 3 overhead squats. Again, the weight's 155, 105. You can go ahead and absolutely snatch it if you feel like it. You can do a squat snatch to count as the first overhead squat, or you can go ahead and clean it, Bradford press it onto your back, get your hands set, and then go ahead and go into that overhead squat. You have 3 overhead squats, and then we're going over to the rope, and you have 1 rope climb. All right. When you come back, we now add 3 more reps to our overhead squat, and we have 6 overhead squats. We're going to add another rope climb to that, so it's going to be 6 overhead squats and 2 rope climbs. We're going to kind of continue that format, adding 3 reps to the overhead squat and 1 rep to the rope climb each time until you get to 15 overhead squats and 5 rope climbs. All right, this workout is going to be on the spicier side. So I want you to just keep that in mind as you go through it. The overhead squat is going to be very challenging. For some of you, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get as heavy as you'd like because you're not ready for that load. Efficiency in this movement is going to be and reign supreme. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind, because if you are using a PVC for your overhead squats, we've just found a deficiency in your movement, and then we need to work on it, okay? It's not the end of the world. However, we do need to make sure that we kind of shore that up, and that probably means our hip mobility, ankle mobility, or shoulder mobility is lacking, all right? So we're going to make sure that you're nice and warm for this workout, and we're going to do our best to challenge ourselves with a weight. But again, I don't want you to be challenging yourself so much that you're not able to get as low as we want, and that always is going to be the hip crease below the knee, okay? So we're really trying to get that in the overhead squat. Don't be too hard on yourself if today the overhead squat is at a light weight. That's just where you're at today. And that means that you're going to make yourself better and get a new movement pattern locked in with a light weight, really just getting better at the overhead squat, okay? So this workout is going to be challenging, and I think you're going to really enjoy it as much as I did.